Next, I'd like to introduce from District 15, Jefferson Shelby County, Representative Leigh Hulsey.
Well, I feel like Senator Orr knocked that out of the park, so I want to see if I can beat him. Good morning! And thanks for the cheers. I appreciate that. It is such a privilege and honor to be here with you today and to be able to be a voice for so many individuals in this state. A few years ago, I think 23, I passed the Cade Noah Act, and 24, the Abram Collin Act. And those both specifically dealt with our first responders being able to truly try to be able, in the event of interacting with someone with an invisible disability, to be able to identify that. And then also to have the tools that they needed to be able to de-escalate and work through problems and help in stressful situations. There was one thing we really struggled to get in that bill that thank God it just got out of committee. We just got it out this morning. That I think is kind of the last piece of tying that up neatly. And that would be making it easier for our first responders to be able to identify quickly without ever even having to interact with someone. That there is need for them to tap into the training that they're already required to have. So this bill essentially will allow individuals that have an invisible disability or their primary caregivers to receive a distinctive motor vehicle license plate decal. Initially, we filed it as a bill, but we've pivoted just to make it a decal that will go on your license plate, much like your expiration number does. Another big change is that this is free. There's no cost other than your normal registration fees. So we eliminated cost for that. And then the only other thing just that they wanted to clarify was to make sure too that we knew that it does not serve as an opportunity for you to park in handicap parking. But if you have your placard, you can obviously do that. But ultimately, we've gotten this out of the House. It got out of House committee this morning, and I hope to have it on the floor next week if I'm blessed enough. So reach out to your representatives and ask them to request that this be put on the floor for a vote. But I'm looking forward to seeing this through, and Senator Marika Coleman is working on the same piece of legislation in the Senate, and I know she's doing her due diligence as well. Thank y'all for showing up and fighting for families and individuals. It is greatly appreciated, and it is so helpful as we navigate things that sometimes we can relate to and sometimes we can't. Thank you.